about Saturday?
Yeah, for sure. Just want to apologize again to my family, my teammates. The way I acted, out of frustration. You know, we put in so much work throughout the summertime, and I look at my teammates, man. I see D-Law, and I'm thinking about all the time we've been outside running gashes. I look at Q Robinson, Zebo, Tim Smith, guys that have been here 5 years and put in all that work, and for us to go out there and not play up to our standard, it definitely was frustrating to me, but I take full accountability for that. Let my actions get the best of me, and it won't happen again.
What were the conversations like with Coach DeBoer and Coach Womack following that game?
Yeah, they were just telling me that they understood my frustration, but again, we can't act like that on the field. And but they definitely had my back, and definitely been apologized to them and did the consequences that they've given me. And yeah.
Have you had any conversation with Diego at all in terms of grabbing his face mask?
Yeah, I hit him up on Instagram the other day. Just let him know, my bad. I didn't mean to forward it in no malicious way. Just let the game got away from me. He hit me back, so we cool.
Tyler Booker said that you spoke to the team. What was your message there?
Kind of the same message I'm giving y'all. I would just, I let them down as a leader in that moment. In a moment where your captain and your leader is supposed to be strong in that moment, I let my emotions get the best of me and kind of just acted out of character. So I apologized to them for that and told them that's not the way we do stuff here and that it won't happen again.
Is there anything you feel like you've learned from this experience so far?
Yeah, definitely just controlling my emotions, knowing where I'm at, and just doing the best to be a role model and lead.
Do you view this as almost like an opportunity too? I mean, you have an opportunity to kind of show your leadership now and rise above this. Just how do you approach that?
Yeah, it's just a next play mentality. It's something that I can't fix in the past. Definitely wish I went about it a different way, but can't fix what I did in the past, but can only fix what's to come in the future.
How chippy was that game? Was any of that anger directed at Vanderbilt or just the situation?
It definitely was a chippy game. I mean, any game we have is going to be chipping is SEC ball, a little chirping here and there, but definitely just all the emotions of just losing, working so hard, losing at Vanderbilt. It was just everything combined.
I know that, I mean, you're probably just focused on the response in this building, but I mean, there's been a lot of outside noise in terms of kind of criticizing your actions. And,
Yeah.
I mean, especially those like related to this program. And I'm curious why how you kind of responded to those messages that may have not been so positive about your actions from outside of this building.
Nobody has personally hit me up directly or talked to me directly about my actions outside of the facility. So all I can worry about is what my teammates think and everybody in this building thinks.
Coach DeBoer was pretty passionate about just what you mean to this team and how you've had his back, and so you want to have yours. What would that mean to you?
It meant a lot, man, because obviously I didn't mean for the situation to blow up how it did, and to have my head coach just come to me and tell me that he had my back without us even having a conversation about it first or anything like that, because some coaches can not stick up for their players, but it says a lot about Coach DeBoer, and it really meant the world to me.
Well, you said he called you kind of a rock in this program ever since they got here. Why did you want to be that kind of stable force in kind of a new era of this Alabama team?
Yeah, I'm from Alabama, grew up in Alabama all my life, and I love the university. The reason I came back is because I love the university, I love the people here, and I love just everything about it. And so when the transition happened, it was never a thought to leave this university. I know the type of resources, type of people that we have in this facility, and I knew that Greg Burns was going to make a great decision and bring in the right coach, and he did with Coach DeBoer.
Coach Saban was always famous for saying, "Don't waste a failure." Not saying that Saturday was a failure, but you guys obviously didn't get the result you wanted. But what do you guys take from Saturday, just going forward, facing a team like South Carolina? You know, they want to come in and do the same thing Vandy did, but this time they're doing it on y'all home field. And then just overall with the rest of SEC play going on, what do you guys just take from Saturday that you can use going forward for the rest of these games and just doing what, just getting Alabama back to where we need to be and getting that standard back?
Yeah, I would say Saturday was definitely a failure. We didn't win. That's the ultimate goal at the end of the day. But I just feel like everything happened for a reason. And the losses usually bring a team closer together. And I think that's what's happening right now. Everybody's already worried because now it's definitely us against the world. And everybody's self-reflecting and looking in the mirror. There's not a lot of pointing fingers going on. Everybody's kind of checking themselves. What could I have done better, from coaches to players? And I think that's something that's important, is everybody taking accountability, not trying to say it was his fault or his fault. Everybody we all in this together, win or lose.
Now,
Also,
David,
the 24-hour rule here, obviously that 24 hours after the game had to be kind of a whirlwind for you.
Yeah.
How did you approach that 24-hour game for a game like this, especially in the situation you were in? Just what was that like, the last 24 hours between the loss and the next day?
Yeah, it was definitely, anytime after a loss, the 24 hours definitely be long and rough. Like this week is probably going to be the longest week just because we're so ready to go back out there and get on the field and compete. But I say I really just watch the film over and over again and then kind of decompress from it and get away from all the negative energy.
There's a lot of people like outside of the program saying stuff, but you also have a lot of people in the league that you could turn to. Is there a mentor? Is there a former teammate? Did you go to anybody for like advice? Yeah.
A lot of my former teammates that's in the league now hit me up. JB, Kool-Aid, Terrion, Dallas, DeMarco, they just hit me up. Told me that they feel where I'm coming from and they just being brothers at the next level, helping me out.
now that you've had a chance to look at the film and talk with Coach Womack, what is he emphasizing on improving in this defense going forward?
Yeah, I just think sometimes we get the call in a little late, so it gives us a little anxiety of not knowing what the offense is going to run or adjusting to their formations. But Coach Woe, that's kind of was his style of calling which one to put us in the perfect position. But he knows that we're at Bama now, and he has a lot of pieces, and so he doesn't have to compensate for anything. And as long as he gives us a call and allow us to get our feet in the dirt, we're going to be great. And Coach Woe, he's been doing a great job of coming in and taking accountability on his part and the coaches and on the players too, showing us how we didn't fit stuff right or what we messed up at, and also telling us the good that we did do in the game though. So I think everybody, like I said, is being very accountable of what happened Saturday and definitely working very hard to never happen again.
So has that been feedback with the coaches of maybe as defensive players of getting the calling quicker?
Yeah, I think that was the feedback that I gotten from the D-line all the way back to the secondary. We feel like we just get the call in just a little bit quicker. It gave us time to just line up and go whip the man in front of us.
You've always been viewed as one of the hardest tacklers on this defense, and then that's one of the things Kane talked about that needed to improve.
Yeah.
Just what have you seen from the last few quarters of this defense, and how much you want to improve on that tackling?
Yeah, I just think just coming out there with the mindset of staying physical for 60 minutes. 60-minute ball games are sometimes the first half go fast, sometimes second half go fast. It's just different flows in the game, and you just have to train yourself to stay physical, and it starts with practice.
A lot of your teammates said that post-game you kind of were able to flip that switch and be the leader that you always been. Like,
Yeah.
What did that look like internally for you to kind of make that switch from anger, frustration that you saw late in the game to being that leader, that captain that you were in the locker room?
Yeah, I kind of had to lock back in and look at my brothers and see that they hurting as well. And so I had to be there for them and lift them up. And it really was just everybody showing love to each other in the locker room after all the anger and stuff from everybody. And we was loving up on each other, telling each other we loved each other and that we got each other back.
You probably don't realize it at the time when you're going through something like that. When did it kind of hit you like, oh man, like I kind of messed up? Or was there a moment where you kind of maybe saw it? Or
I would say when Coach DeBoer started talking to the team, that's kind of when I just calmed back down and kind of locked back in. And T-Book and Jan was talking to me, calming me down as brothers in that moment and telling me that they understand we got our back. And they're the ones that kind of helped me decompress and get back in the right state of mind.
Has Damian Harris reached out to you directly, and have you heard from other opinions that might be different?
Nah, he hasn't. But hey, it is what it is. Everybody entitled to their own opinion. Yeah.
Thank you, Malachi.
Appreciate it.